Hello everyone, this is Wale Farron. I'm a tech entrepreneur and welcome to another episode of Tech RoundUp, your weekly opinion, views and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. On Tech RoundUp today, we provide our opinions on the new CBN financing program for creative and technology industries. We discuss a recent fundraising tip from a world-renowned VC and share our thoughts about the recent bad news rocking Nigeria and the Nigerian technology space. Let's get started. The CBN, as part of effort to boost job creation in Nigeria, recently introduced the Creative Industry Financing Initiative with a view to improving access to long-term and low-cost financing by entrepreneurs and investors in the Nigerian creative and IT verticals. The objective include improving access to low-cost finance, boosting job creation, and harnessing the entrepreneurial potential of the Nigerian youth. The initiative is expected to start with a seed fund of about 22.9 billion naira, with 1 billion appropriated to student software development loan and 5 billion to information technology. However, the circular fails to draw a distinction between the two. To qualify for the loan, applicants, which could be single or corporate, must demonstrate creditworthiness, make security payment arrangements, and must be ready to make quarterly repayments after 36-month moratorium. The loan also comes at 9% interest rate with a 10-year tenure. As always, we provide our opinion on this welcome initiative, but also state what we believe the CBN can do to improve selection, disbursement, and monitoring of the fund under the scheme. 1. The transaction dynamics has commercial banks at the center of it. Commercial banks are not venture capitalists and as such have limited effectiveness in making investments of this nature. Why not make this fund available to local VCs who can select, disburse, and manage the fund with committed returns? 2. Structure funding a bit differently from a loan which has flat interest. This could be better structured as equity investment to reduce the burden of repayment on entrepreneurs and potentially increase returns for the fund. 3. Create a subject matter monitoring team. This helps to mentor the applicants and potentially reduces error in execution, which may lead to potential losses and inability to see returns. World-renowned Y-combinator had its semi-annual demo day, and one of my connections, a fellow Wharton alumnus, whose company was incubated by Y-combinator, attended and shared nugget of information from the event. The fundraising tips shared got my attention, and number 7 on the list says, and I quote, "Don't share your complete financials with anyone pre-Series A. Share only the highlights. If an investor asks you for full financials, the answer to give is, financials are reserved exclusively to board members, but happy to share our KPIs with you." End quote. Sharing full financials is distracting too and lengthens the fundraising process. Investors who ask for full financials when considering an early stage investment, those less than $1.5 million, raise a big fat red flag. You are likely dealing with a newbie early stage tech investor who is about to waste a lot of your time. With a lot of investment activities happening in the Nigerian tech space, I thought this was interesting and worth our consideration on Tech Roundup. And these are our thoughts. 1. Most tech investment happening in the Nigerian ecosystem are led by private equity firms, which unlike VCs and other tech investors are more interested in finances of the target firms very earlier on in the process. 2. KPIs such as customers, downloads, retention, and so on are interesting, but are rarely the core of PE firms, especially during initial deal screening. 3. In a market like ours, concept validation is important for investors, and there's no better way to prove that a concept is accepted by the market than revenue and profitability. What do you think? Our opinion poll this week asks if you think it's wise for entrepreneurs to refuse to share full financial details with early stage investors. And finally, on today's episode, over the last few weeks, the Nigerian tech space has been rocked with a series of unpleasant news with implications on the entire country. An arrest of a prominent entrepreneur, followed by the announcement of the indictment of another 80, and reports that a major e-commerce player has suffered losses due to internet fraud. If you put all this together, there's every tendency to be discouraged and to ponder on the impact of this event on an industry that has attracted so much positive attention over the last few years. We remain positive and believe in the true difference many are making in our market, and today we shine positive light on 80 leading tech entrepreneurs, investors, and operators in the Nigerian tech space. Let's celebrate our achievement and cheer to the future that will bring growth, prosperity, and improve the life of Nigerians. Please see the names of our change makers at the end of this episode, and remember to use the hashtag NigeriaTech80 when sharing and commenting on the story. Please connect with me on LinkedIn at Wale Faron and subscribe to our Tech Roundup YouTube channel. Have a great weekend, guys, and see you all again next week. Sakwe.
And they stay there.